are hanging with Helen, and today I am so super excited to be with Em from Thermo OMG. I feel like I have to always say that with the OMG. We are going to, Em, thank you for having me in your kitchen firstly.
Thank you for coming to my kitchen.
I'm excited because Thermo OMG, which I will have the link in the description for you, is one of my absolute favourite sites for Thermomix recipes. So, Em, tell me a little bit about how you started Thermo OMG.
ThermOMG started when I got my Thermomix, my sister and two of my girlfriends got their Thermomixes, and it was all around the same time. And we were putting photos of food on Facebook every day of what we made, what we found. And we sort of started talking to each other saying, if we keep this up, we're all going to be unfriended. So we just suggested we just make a group for ourselves so that we could inspire each other and share recipes. And so we did that. The next day we had 30 people following us, and we went, oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
And then more people followed and more people followed, and then we started sharing our recipes. I launched the website, and yeah, it just ended up with...
And how many have you got following you right now?
We're on the cusp of, I think, 30,000? I forget.
30,000.
It's all numbers.
And
but
it all started from just being a passionate Thermomix user.
Yeah, just wanting to share and learn more about Thermomix, about recipes, knowing what to cook, where to cook. And so yeah, it just grew from there. So I think we've got about 400 recipes on the page.
That is awesome.
Yeah, just love everything about it. So.
Well, I love everything about it, which is why I really wanted to introduce everybody to Thermo OMG. If you haven't heard about it already, what are we making today?
So after looking through the recipes that I have got online and what was a good one to share, I thought I'd just share the one that is my most favourite recipe of all time, still is, which is Ed's butter chicken recipe.
Yay.
And I love it for a number of reasons. One, because it just tastes out of this world, and it's my youngest daughter, it's her favourite food that she'll take in for school lunch.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, but more importantly, it's the functions of the machine. Like, it really does show you how you can mill and then turn it into a paste, then into a sauce, and then into a meal, and all really done effortlessly. So I love it. It's easy to make. Everybody loves it.
Well, I'm excited because I haven't actually tasted your butter chicken recipe. So I've tasted quite a few, and I'm very intrigued to see how this one
There'll
tastes.
be no going back for you.
I'm sure there won't be. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, so the first thing I've done is I've put all my spice mix into the bowl. So in there we've got whole spices, which I love working with.
Nice.
So coriander seeds, cumin seeds, I've got turmeric, smoked paprika, which is a really big one. Get a good,
you can actually smell that, the smoke.
You've got to get a good quality smoked paprika. And I've got bay leaves and cinnamon stick and some peppercorns.
Pre-roasted that already.
So I've roasted that for about 5 minutes. This recipe is on my website, but I have tweaked it since then.
Okay.
But this part is all the same. So yeah, I've just roasted it for 5 minutes, and I'm going to add in some cashew nuts. If you had raw cashew nuts, I would add them in at the beginning so that they roast with the spices, but these ones have already been roasted. So we're just going to pop those in there. Okay,
so that took only 15 seconds, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, 15 seconds in there.
So that. Gotta love your Thermomix for milling and chopping
in such a short amount of time. And if you could, you need smell-o-vision.
Oh,
it is
I just got a whiff. Did you get a whiff?
I did.
Cameraman's got a whiff.
And this is the part where all the my skin starts tingling and going, love it. So
nice flavours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So
what's next?
Once we've done that part, then I start coming into the fresh ingredients. So obviously our onion, love that we don't have to chop our onion.
I love that you don't have to take things out of the bowl and you just keep going and going.
I really don't like the set aside.
Yeah,
I have an issue with the set aside. So for me, it's got to be all just keep going.
Which is why I love your recipes, because you've given some thought into the process.
Yes, definitely. Fresh ginger. We all need our fresh ginger and garlic, especially with all these colds and flus.
That's right,
Fresh garlic.
They've got great healing properties.
They do. Now when it comes to the ginger, now in the spice mix I do say cayenne pepper optional. I actually don't put it in the recipe anymore, but if you really like it spicy, go for it. Same with the chilies.
No.
Hence why I've only got this one little chili.
I'm so glad, thank you for thinking of me.
Of course. But if you want it spicier, just add more chilies. or if you don't want any spice, just leave it out altogether.
Beautiful.
And then coriander, fresh coriander, roots and all.
Roots, yes, because there's so much flavour in the roots,
There
isn't
is,
there? So,
absolutely. So chuck it all in.
See, I love that. That's cooking as well.
Absolutely.
All right, so they're just getting chopped, are they?
And then we're just going to chop this up on about speed 7. And I'm just going to let it go for however long it needs. So 5 seconds.
Oh, we're still recording. That took 5 seconds.
5 seconds. And you can see there's no bits left over. It's all just...
That's beautiful. And this, I really do wish that you could smell this.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So we just scrape it all out.
It's pretty much your paste. That some people are paying a lot of money for when you go to the shops.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to pay a lot of money, peoples. You can make it yourself.
You can make it yourself. And then I'm just going to do a zip, zip, zip to get our oil. Now I think this is like 20 or 30 grams. Mine could be a bit more because I do like to just chuck it in. And then we're just going to cook that off.
But if you're a measured cook, do not fear. I'll have the link of where you can find this recipe so you've got all the measurements.
So I'm going to cook it for 5 minutes.
Yep, on 120.
120, speed 2.
Great. MC off at this point?
Purely optional. Yeah, you can leave it on, leave it off. Yeah, do what you like.
Okay, so it's almost there.
It is. You can see that beautiful smell.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Right,
Okay,
so that was only 5 minutes.
So that's basically our paste done, and now I want to move in and turn it into a sauce.
Great.
Okay, so I've got some chicken stock paste. If you don't have the chicken stock paste, obviously the vegetable stock paste is going to work, or even just a teaspoon of salt.
Great, and is the chicken stock paste easy to make?
Very easy.
Because I know a lot of people kind of don't really go there. They think chicken stock paste and it might be difficult, but...
It's the same as making vegetable stock paste.
Yeah.
It just has chicken in it.
Just has chicken.
And I always have the chicken stock paste and beef stock paste in my fridge because it just changes the outcome of every recipe, so definitely.
It does, and it's so much cheaper again.
Oh, absolutely.
And because it's a concentrate, you don't need as much.
No, I've actually put quite a bit in it for this. Obviously, if you don't like it too seasoned, you can cut it back. But I've got quite a bit of chicken that I'm cooking with, so I put a bit more in there.
Yeah, that looks like what I'll be using.
And then we've got some tomato paste. Don't be shy with the tomato paste because you want it's a beautiful rich dish, so put that in there. And I've also got some lemon juice. You can use lemon or lime juice in there.
Fabulous.
So just scrape all that in. And this is where it changes from the way it is on the website, because I think I normally cook it at this point, but I become very lazy and impatient, so I've tried to make the recipe even quicker. So I'm adding the cream in as well, popping the lid on, and now I'm going to blitz it. So always making sure, because it's hot inside, so that's why I went up gently.
Nice and slowly.
Yep.
Great. Nice and smooth.
So butter chicken sauce.
Fabulous.
So at this point, you could actually put that sauce to one side and put it in the freezer. If you weren't cooking a lot, you could actually split it in two. So there's a couple of different ways you can use it. You don't have to use it all, you can put some away for another day. If you were cooking a huge amount of butter chicken, you could actually double this sauce and then put all your chicken in a tray, pour the sauce over it, and then bake it.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, just add a bit more water to it, just for a bit more liquid.
Awesome tip. I've never thought of baking that. Butter chicken.
So I've actually got a mix of chicken thighs and chicken breasts today. Normally I only use chicken thighs, but today
we've got a mix.
Yeah, we are doing a mix.
It's alright. We do experiment all the time.
So I've done this with 6 chicken thighs, and I think I've gone up to as many as 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And then I just make sure I coat the chicken while it's in here.
Yep.
Just so it's all covered. If you are using chicken breast, you can actually put the butterfly in here just to help keep the chicken breast separated.
To keep it whole so it doesn't shred.
Whereas I find with the chicken thighs, it won't shred.
Yeah. Do you want me to hold that?
If it wasn't raw chicken, you could lick the spatula.
I know, no licking.
And so
It's
that's
amazing.
it.
And every step you've done has had a different aroma to it.
Yeah.
So it's added another level every time you've stopped and cooked.
Yeah, and so easy. So now, cooking time just depends on how much chicken you've got in there.
Yep.
If you were doing 4 to 6 chicken thighs, I'd say maybe 20-25 minutes.
Yep.
If you're going up to like 10 chicken thighs, then I'd say about 40 minutes. And just keeping an eye on it. So for this one, I'm going to do 30 minutes.
Beautiful.
At 100 degrees. And always reverse. I have had pulled butter chicken many times because I forgot to hit reverse.
Well, that's how you get pulled chicken.
Yeah.
Shredded chicken if you don't put it on the reverse there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's it. So now you can go off, have a cocktail, have a beer.
Drink.
And
A beer,
have a beer.
yes.
Or if you've got another Thermomix,
Which
We
it
do.
does.
we could make something else.
It's the perks of being a consultant. Most
Certainly
of the time
is.
we get to have multiple Thermomixes.
Yeah, I do have 3, but that one's it's been looked after by somebody else at the
Oh,
moment.
someone else is borrowing it.
Yeah, having a
So
play.
nice,
Yeah.
bringing it out.
Yeah, now we'll make something else.
So while the other one, the butter chicken, is actually cooking in the other Thermomix, I've thought to make some.
Cauliflower rice. So obviously if you aren't doing cauliflower rice, you could be just steaming some rice.
Some normal rice.
Doing your normal rice at this point, or making another curry, which is probably what I would normally be doing, or doing cocktails. But yeah, we'll just do like our cauliflower rice.
Beautiful. And cauliflower rice is obviously a nice low carb alternative to rice. And it's really easy, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you're not sure how to make it, obviously we can do it in a cooking experience.
Absolutely. Speak to your consultants because our cooking experiences actually showcase an Indian flavoured cooking experience where you get to see cauliflower rice.
Yeah, and you get to taste another amazing chicken curry as well, which is very exciting. So I probably should put the scales on, only because
Let's do
you're
it every
filming
now
me.
and again.
But normally I would just chuck it in and off we go. So we'll do, just over 300 grams.
Yep.
And then reverse, speed 4.
Seconds.
Yeah. Obviously you just make it go longer if you want it finer, or shorter if you want it
That's great.
thicker.
Yeah.
I actually saw a local supermarket. You can actually buy cauliflower rice, and it was probably half that amount, and it was $3.
There you go. You
So
can buy a whole cauliflower.
I think I paid $1.80 for the whole cauliflower, and so it'll be double this amount
It's crazy.
for 4 seconds.
Crazy
So, yeah.
people. You've got to start making things from scratch
You
yourself.
do. When it's that easy, why wouldn't you? And that's actually the chunky version.
Yeah. So that's what, 600 grams all up?
Yeah. So if you're doing cauliflower rice, so I will have cauliflower rice with my curries, but the rest of the family, they will actually have normal steamed rice.
Yes, same as me.
So yeah, so when I want to cook that, I just put my normal basmati rice in the simmering basket, obviously with water, and then I'll steam my cauliflower rice in the varoma all at the same time. So it's not 2 rounds of cooking, it's all cooking at once, and then we can all eat at the same time.
Oh, that's brilliant. And now for people that only have one Thermomix, don't fear. Once that one is ready, your curry, you can pop that into your thermo server, keep that warm while you then steam and do your rice or your cauliflower rice.
Yes, and it's resting in that thermo server as well, which is really good.
It's good for the flavours, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Flavours.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So this is what we do while somebody else is cooking dinner.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What do you do while your dinner's cooking? No, let's do that again. That's so bad.
Oh, low battery.
Oh, shit. Tell me a little bit about your site. Now, you've got a website and a Facebook page.
Yep, that's right.
Right. And does the Facebook page, you load recipes on there which take them to the site? Or?
Yeah, generally if I've done a new recipe, I'll share it on the Facebook page, and that will link you back down to the website.
Right. So I will put both those links for the Facebook page and the website in the description, so make sure you check that out.
Yep.
What are some of the favourite recipes that you find people are always raving about?
Yeah, well, a couple of things I've got on the site. I've got the must-make list. So that was a list of recipes that I put together for new owners. So that gets a lot of hits on a regular basis. But personally, the recipes that I consider real favourites, my beef pie recipe.
Yes.
So that's both on Recipe Community and on ThermOMG. And yeah, if I ever need a smile, I go through and read all the comments on that because that is a
That's
big
one we have to try.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and that was done about 4 years ago around grand final season. It was definitely a football pie.
Okay.
But yeah, that gets a lot of rave reviews. My Balinese beef curry. Everyone is really loving that one at the moment too.
And they're all easy.
Oh, these are all all set and go away type recipes, which is what I love.
It's what attracted me to all of Eb's recipes. They are super simple to follow, and there's not thousands of ingredients.
No. And I think one of your most favourite one is also a popular one, which is the cinnamon scroll cake.
So I was waiting for you to mention that.
I knew that's your favourite. Yeah. So and that's a great one to take along to morning teas or where it can be, because it does make a big one. So it's a great one to share.
I was introduced to that Eb actually is in my branch at Thermomix. We met through Thermomix, and one of our training sessions, Eb brought along that cake, the cinnamon scroll cake, and I fell in love.
And then I think I got a message from you that afternoon saying, I've just made it.
Yes. I get inspired when I see things made in front of me, or when somebody brings my attention to it. So I'm a real visual, but at the same time hands-on. So if I see it somewhere being done.
And then once you've tasted it as well,
that's it,
you kind of crave it. So so that's another big one.
So try that one. That one is awesome, and I'll have to try the pies and try.
Yeah, you will love it.
So while we're actually sitting here chatting, I'm sorry, I'm a bright shiny object kind of a person, and this is beautiful.
Yeah, that's good.
Good.
Yeah, I've named her Good. Yeah.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She is. She's actually up the wrong way. She's meant to be hanging upside down. But it was hung incorrectly. But that's okay because I love her in my kitchen.
So where did you get her from?
So that's through a Queensland artist called Vanessa Persk, and I saw her on Facebook and just fell in love. And so I got her this year. So she's my cooking buddy, so that I've got somebody in the kitchen with me.
She's a gorgeous buddy to have in
beautiful.
The kitchen. I'll pop that link actually in the descriptions for you as well.
Yeah, she's a wonderful artist, so I'm very excited.
It's almost ready. You may have noticed actually, Eb is using a cook key. Now, if you don't know what a cook key is, speak to your consultant to find out a little bit about this amazing piece of technology.
Yes, love the cook key. Just wish more of my recipes were on the cook key.
Yes!
One day, you gotta hope and dream, so one day.
We will. It's ready. Okay.
It is ready. So while we were off having bubbles, dinner is now cooked.
Yay!
Yum, yum, yum.
It's the best way to cook.
Pour it into our thermo server. You can see this is a very, very saucy curry.
I like it saucy.
Oh, me too.
Because if you're having rice and then you've got a recipe for naan bread. Or
naan bread, definitely.
On your site as well. And in actual fact, when you go on Eb's ThermOMG site, there is some e-recipe. It's an e-recipe cookbook that you can
an e-book, yes.
Purchase.
Yeah, you can.
You can. There's some great recipes on there.
So, but now, of course.
To try.
So we have got the yogurt for you, Helen.
Yes, I do need a little bit of yogurt. I might try it without the yogurt to start with, and let's just see how we go. Oh, you think?
I don't know.
Dangerous, living dangerously?
Oh, it is a bit for you.
All right.
Blow, blow, blow.
I don't want to burn my mouth.
Another reason you have the yogurt.
Right. I'm scared I'm going to burn my mouth. I might just have to wait a moment. Okay. Alright. I'm ready now. Oh, yum.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
think
need
so.
for yogurt.
Really?
No.
My daughter would never say that.
Oh, really? I mean, I do love yogurt, but that's beautiful.
If it don't have bread and yogurt, so every night, naan bread.
Eb, that is a winner.
Every night? Not every night.
What's every night? I missed that part. I'm concentrating on my...
It's alright. Now I'm just talking crap.
That is really beautiful. Are you still videoing?
Yes, I am.
Okay. That is really yummy.
See, that's what happens when bubbles come into the picture.
I know.
Yeah.
I've had a little bit. Mine's all gone almost. No. No, that is a winner.
Yeah.
I really, really like that. The fact that it's nice and easy.
I think that's the thing that I love most about the recipe is how easy it is to make. It doesn't take effort, but the result is just wow.
And that's what you want. Yeah. Little effort, but packs a punch.
Yep.
And it's a dish that you'll just keep coming back to for your family. And thank you so much for having us in your kitchen. It was so nice to be here.
Thanks for having me.
And don't forget to visit the site. Like I said, I promised I'll have all the links in the description. So go and visit Thermo OMG. You really don't want to miss out on this amazing site. You've been hanging with Helen. Thanks for watching and make sure you subscribe.
It's tough here.
Tough being the cameraman, hey? Yeah. Cheers time.
Cheers.